On the morning of July 24, 1954, Tokyo Haneda Airport was bustling with activity. As customs officers carried out their routine checks, an event was about to unfold that would make the world question, is reality really as fixed as we think it is? A middle-aged man with a European appearance stepped into line. He adjusted his jacket, handed over his passport, and said, "Good day," in a confident tone. The officer looked at the passport, and his eyebrows immediately furrowed. In the country section, it said Taured in large capital letters. The officer first assumed it was a printing error, but when he flipped back through the pages, the name was still there. The air seemed to grow colder. The officer asked, "Which continent is that on?" The man smiled and replied, "Taured is a kingdom that has existed in the Pyrenees for 1,000 years." Nearby passengers began whispering. The strange journey was just beginning to gain momentum. Hello, and welcome to the channel. In this episode, we'll examine the story of a man who tried to cross the border with a passport from a country that doesn't exist. Make sure to subscribe, because in the next few minutes we'll be confronting the very possibility of a parallel universe. The officials quickly brought out an atlas. They flipped to the map of Europe, but there was no such kingdom between Spain and France. At that moment, casual confusion turned into an official investigation. The man remained calm and pulled out his own map from a leather briefcase. The map looked aged but was remarkably detailed. Where Andorra should have been, it read Taured in bold golden letters. Every eye in the room widened in disbelief. The suspect was now in the interrogation room. His passport, bank checks, and business cards. Every one of them bore the seal of Taured. Ink analysis confirmed the documents were only a few weeks old, far too tangible to be a fabrication. Forgery experts scanned the stamps under UV light. The result was astonishing. The composition of the seal matched the official Japanese customs stamp exactly. In 1954, technology simply shouldn't have allowed for such a perfect replica. The man claimed, "I've been to Tokyo 3 times before. The system was checked. There were no records of any prior entry. It was as if he had suddenly appeared in the universe just to tell this story." The first hypothesis put forward: an accidental crossover from a parallel universe. In quantum physics, the multiverse model suggests that closely vibrating realities can occasionally overlap. But how could a person pass between worlds and not even realize it? According to Schrödinger's equation, particles can exist in multiple states at once. But on a macro scale, like the human body, observing this effect is nearly impossible. Still, could the man from Taured have been living proof? The other hypothesis claimed the man was a master forger. But what was the end game? A diplomatic loophole? A financial escape plan? Or perhaps a social experiment designed to grab attention? The man was placed under watch at a hotel. There was a 24-hour guard at the door, no phone inside, and the window was locked shut. Officials were confident. There's zero chance he can escape. At 7 a.m., the door was opened. The room was empty. His passport lay on the floor, but the man and his suitcase had vanished. The ceiling, window, and ventilation were all intact. It was a disappearance that defied the laws of physics. The investigation lasted 6 months. Not a single new lead was ever found. The case file was stamped unsolved and quietly moved to the archives, never even reaching the press. The story only surfaced in the 1980s. In the age of the internet, it went truly viral. Reddit threads, YouTube documentaries, endless podcast marathons. And yet, there's still no concrete evidence. Now it's your turn. Was this a case of a parallel universe collision or a brilliantly twisted act of deception? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's see where the majority stands. If you enjoy mysteries like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Next week, we'll dive into the case of John Taured and explore whether time travel might actually be possible. See you then.